Derek woke the next morning to a strange sensation. His body was still weak, but something felt different, a weight had lifted, a clarity he hadn't experienced in years. He couldn't explain it, but deep inside, a voice whispered that his decline wasn't natural. The memory of the boy at the hospital haunted him, the desperation in his eyes, the urgency in his warning, "Don't take the medicine your daughter will give you." He ran a trembling hand over his face, feeling the cold sweat clinging to his skin. What if the boy was right? What if this was all part of Lauren's plan? Breakfast arrived as usual. Lauren entered with her practiced smile, wearing the same mask of devotion she'd worn since his illness began. Next to the food were the pills and a glass of water, always there, always waiting. Derek watched every move she made, his mind slowly awakening to suspicions he'd ignored before. Lauren never asked how he felt, she only ensured he swallowed every pill. If she wanted me cured, he thought bitterly, why am I getting worse? This time, when Lauren handed him the pills, Derek picked them up with shaking fingers and brought them to his mouth. He felt her gaze burning into him, demanding compliance. But instead of swallowing, he tucked the pills under his tongue and took a sip of water, faking a slight choke to dispel any suspicion. Then, summoning what little strength he had left, he smiled at her. "Thank you, my daughter. You take such good care of me. I hope one day I can repay all this affection." Lauren beamed, oblivious to the lie behind his words. As soon as she left the room, Derek spat the pills into his palm. His eyes roamed over the small capsules, and a chill ran down his spine. If these medicines were poisoning him, then Lauren didn't deserve his trust, and if she didn't deserve his trust, what else might she be hiding? Days turned into weeks, and Derek continued his secret rebellion. At every meal, he pretended to swallow the pills, discarding them as soon as he was alone. Gradually, changes began to surface. The fog clouding his mind started to lift, and his body responded more readily. He was still weak, but something inside told him he was recovering. But Lauren noticed too. She saw the subtle shifts, the way his eyes grew sharper, less drowsy, analyzing everything around him. At first, she dismissed it as a fleeting improvement, but as the days passed, unease crept in. This doesn't make sense, she thought. He shouldn't be getting better. If he kept this up, he might start suspecting. She needed to act quickly, before he realized he could fight back. That night, as Derek drifted toward sleep, the bedroom door creaked open without warning. Frowning, he saw a nurse enter, syringe in hand. Something about the man seemed familiar, but before Derek could react, the stranger was already by his side, gripping his arm. The cold touch of alcohol on his skin sent a shiver racing up his spine. "What are you doing? I don't need any injection." Derek protested weakly. The man didn't respond immediately, forcing a courteous smile, one Derek recognized all too well. It mirrored Lauren's fake warmth perfectly. When the man finally spoke, his voice was calm but laced with tension. "It's just vitamins to reinforce your treatment. Don't worry, it'll help you sleep better." Derek tried to resist, but his body was still too frail. He felt the needle pierce his skin, the icy liquid spreading through his veins. The effect was instantaneous. His vision blurred, his mind spun, and his muscles went limp. He tried to speak, to protest, but his words came out disjointed. They were drugging him again. Minutes later, Lauren swept into the room, clutching a folder of documents. Gregory, no longer disguised as a nurse, followed closely, watching Derek with a triumphant gleam in his eye. Lauren approached the bed, taking her father's hand in hers. Her expression radiated false concern. "You're so tired, Daddy, but I'm here to take care of everything. You trust me, don't you?" Derek tried to pull away, but his body betrayed him. Cold sweat trickled down his forehead, his breathing labored, his eyelids heavy. Panic clawed at him as he realized he couldn't move, or react. A piece of paper was placed before him, a pen pressed into his numb fingers. Lauren leaned closer, her voice a saccharine whisper dripping with venom. "I just need you to sign this. It's a simple document ensuring the company keeps running smoothly if anything happens to you. It's for your own good, Daddy. Trust me." Derek struggled to focus, but the words on the page swam before his eyes. Something was wrong, he knew it, but his sluggish mind couldn't process what was happening. Lauren guided his hand, and before he could stop her, the pen scrawled across the paper in shaky, uneven strokes. He had signed his own sentence. As soon as the signature was complete, Lauren stepped back, tucking the papers into the folder with a satisfied smirk. Her gaze gleamed with triumph as she turned to Gregory, who stood arms crossed, watching Derek sink deeper into unconsciousness. "It's done," Lauren said coolly. "The company is now ours. Now we just need to make sure he doesn't feel too good again." Gregory chuckled darkly. "Leave that to me." Derek's world faded to black, but somewhere deep within him, a spark of defiance remained. Even as they tightened their grip, he vowed silently, "I won't let them win, not without a fight." Ask explain.